When we talk about some of the greatest players to ever lace them up in the NFL, Deion Sanders is always mentioned. And today, I'm going to be going over why Deion Sanders is the legend that he is. Deion was born in Fort Myers, Florida, where he grew up in a tough neighborhood where opportunities were slim. But Deion wasn't about to be a product of his environment. His mother, Connie Knight, and stepfather, Willie Knight, instilled discipline and faith in him early on. Deion was one of those kids who excelled at everything. Football, basketball, baseball, you name it. He once said, if your dream ain't bigger than you, there's a problem with your dream. And young Deion, his dreams were pretty damn huge. Deion took his talents to Florida State University, where he became a standout in football, baseball, and track. He was so dominant in college football that opposing quarterbacks avoided throwing his way entirely, something that would carry over to the pros. And as a cornerback, he had that rare ability to bait quarterbacks into making mistakes, and when they did, it was lights out. He won the Jim Thorpe Award in 1988 as the best defensive back in college football. But even while dominating on the gridiron, Deion would leave practice and head to the baseball field. In 1987, he helped lead Florida State to the College World Series. And just to flex on his resume a little bit more, he was also an All-American in track. Prime was literally built differently. And when Deion entered the 1989 NFL Draft, teams knew they were getting a generational talent. The Atlanta Falcons took him with the 5th overall pick, and from the jump, Prime didn't disappoint. He brought swagger and electricity to the game, returning punts and kicks like a human highlight reel. But it was his play at cornerback that truly left a mark. Deion wasn't just fast, he was blazing. His closing speed was unreal, and his ability to read quarterbacks made him a nightmare for any wide receiver. Deion spent time with the Falcons, 49ers, Cowboys, Redskins, and Ravens during his career. He won 2 Super Bowls, one with the 49ers in 1994 and another with the Cowboys in 1995. Yes, the Cowboys have won Super Bowls for young fans. And what's crazy, he didn't just play in those games, he dominated. In the 1994 season with the 49ers, Deion was the Defensive Player of the Year, shutting down every top receiver in the league. His impact was so undeniable that teams would avoid throwing to his side entirely. Remember what I said? It transferred over to the NFL also. But now here's where Deion separates himself from everyone else, playing 2 professional sports at the highest level, something that is unheard of. Only Bo Jackson is really the other guy to do it at an elite level at the MLB level and the NFL level. But while dominating the NFL, Deion was also carving out a career in the MLB. He played 9 seasons in the MLB, suiting up for teams like the Yankees, Braves, Reds, and Giants. And he wasn't just a sideshow. Deion was legit. In 1992, he helped the Atlanta Braves reach the World Series, making him the only athlete to play in both a Super Bowl and a World Series. He even hit a home run and scored a touchdown in the same damn week. Who does that? Prime time. That's who does it. But Deion's influence didn't stop after he hung up his cleats. His charisma, his confidence, and ability to command attention made him a natural fit for broadcasting, where he became a fan favorite as an NFL analyst. But his biggest impact post-retirement? His work as a coach and mentor. When Deion took over at Jackson State University in 2020, people doubted whether he could succeed as a head coach, but in true Prime fashion, he silenced the critics. He didn't just elevate Jackson State, he put HBCU football back in the national conversation. He recruited top-tier talent, including flipping #1 recruit Travis Hunter, and led Jackson State to a SWAC championship. But beyond the wins, Deion's impact was about changing lives. He gave these young men exposure, resources, and a blueprint for success. Now, as head coach for the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion is doing the same thing on an even bigger stage. He's reshaping the culture in Boulder, making Colorado one of the most talked about programs in college football. His "We Coming" mantra isn't just a hype, it's a promise. And with his sons Shador and Shiloh making noise on the field, the Sanders legacy is only growing stronger, and both these young men are also entering their names in the 2025 NFL Draft, so along with Travis Hunter. So Deion Sanders is just undeniably a great mentor and a great leader. And Deion Sanders didn't just excel, he redefined greatness. He showed us that being versatile wasn't a limitation, it was a superpower. He brought a level of flair and showmanship to the game that made football more than just a sport. But beyond the stats, highlights, and championships, Deion's greatest impact might be how he inspires the next generation to dream big, work harder, and believe that they can be more than just one thing.